What is up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Hey, I'm growing out a mustache. Hope you like it. Guys, look at this. Okay, so I'm road tripping to Austin right now. And my hands are not on the steering wheel. Oh, this is my first time to try Autopilot. This isn't even FSD, but basically Autopilot, it's basically FSD for highway. So you get the FSD on the highway, but once you get off the highway, then you have to drive it yourself. If you pay for FSD, full self-driving, then you get the the city streets as well. But guys, literally I was just like Googling real quick at the start of this drive, like, okay, how to use Tesla. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This turn. Oh. What? I could get used to this, guys. What in the world? Okay, I'm not even trying to talk about Tesla versus every other thing, because I'm sure a lot of fancy cars have this drive themselves thing going on, at least on the highway, But I don't know if it be this nice. Earlier it just changed the lane, right? Like maybe a ton of places do this. Okay, what? Auto steer unavailable for the rest of this drive. I need to buy one of those. Stop beeping. Look. I guess I had to hit the brake. I need to... Golly! The steering wheel sensed that my hand wasn't on the steering wheel. And now, is it really the rest of this drive? Oh, that's just like until I park. Oh, great. Well, I'm going to supercharge in a little bit. And then I'm going to buy... On that break, I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm going to buy one of them sandbags that stays on the steering wheel for me. Not available for the rest of this drive. That was so savage. Guys, it changed the lane. Like, it was like, hey, we're going to change lanes. You want to do that? Okay, boom. Change lanes, boom. Change back over. Once you get past the car you're passing, because it knows not to stay in the left lane. Man, I'm just like all shook up, guys. Anyways, this will be my first time supercharging, so that's kind of fun. Normally, I've just been charging it in a standard outlet in my garage. But, we're learning. We're growing. Making moves. Taking names. This phone holder also might need some loving care. Maybe that's a little better. Yeah, that'll kind of hook it on there so it doesn't fall on the bumps. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Adjusting stuff for the old Tesla Model S. I feel a little bit like this video would have been more epic if I didn't have that beeping at me telling me that I did it wrong. But it's really not about the epicness of the video. I just wanted to capture like first impressions, literally 5 minutes of highway full self-driving, aka Autopilot. Like, this is gonna make road tripping like super nice. Got the clouds above me. It was nice. Like I was taking in, we're driving through Arkansas. We got the rolling hills, taking in the views, not even having to worry about like steering. All right, let's see if I try to engage it again. It's probably gonna tell me I can't because I'm on the same drive, right? So let's do it. 1, 2. Hold. Okay, auto steer unavailable for the rest of this drive. Hold steering wheel warning ignored multiple times. I didn't know that's what you were telling me to do. You didn't know. I thought it was like telling me that it was gonna steer the steering. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. But hey, in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll go ahead and park this thing and try my hand at supercharging. And maybe it'll let me use it after that. But hey, first experience on a road trip in the Tesla. We'll see if I make it down to Austin, Texas. I'm going to a business conference. It's going to teach me a thing or two about digital marketing. I am super excited, guys, about like just mentorship groups, coaching groups, ebooks, courses, email campaigns. Like we are upping our marketing game to reach the world, or just to reach one person, or just to say thank you to the people that have been using Budget for Life for literally years, that have never even gotten a single email from us. Like some things are just basic things that I just haven't had capacity to do. But now that I moved Common Goods to 1 day a week and potentially bringing on a partner or two to effectively be the operators, we'll see. I'm not like super trying to let it go, but I might need to let it go so that I can put more and more time towards these higher fulfillment, higher scale opportunities. So anyways, I am a little sad I have to wait 25 minutes until I get to use Autopilot again. That's okay though, guys. I want to externally process one thing real quick. We'll wrap up this video, but I am noticing that I'm feeling a little bit of, I guess, stress, a little bit of stress or pressure or anxiety associated with, man, I got to get these, all these testimonies recorded, right? I got to get all these testimony videos done because I said that I did. I felt like the Lord invited me into it last calendar year to post every day, which I ultimately did not do fully for the whole year, but I did feel like that invitation was there. And as a result, I've been feeling this like obligation to get 365, also because I said that I would. I did not feel like the Lord said post 365 videos, But here's the thing is, I don't want to, it's like last year was last year. This year is this year. That's simple math right there. And just because I failed to fully capture, fully take advantage of this opportunity, this word of the Lord for last year, doesn't mean like there's extra credit or a makeup test, you know what I mean? It's like there's new words for this year. The main one being, hush, be still, like really orienting my decision making around learning how to silence the voice of anxiety, which has turned into this, just like this big journey that I didn't really expect of self-worth and deeper just personal evaluation and changes than I thought would be necessary. So anyways, for me to line up as best as I can with this word for this year, like it involves letting go of last year instead of feeling like we'll just roll it into this year and we'll keep it up. So that's kind of one dynamic. is that clash of words and me just realizing like I need to let this 365 thing go because it's not really that enjoyable for me. And like I'm never going to catch up. There's too many things to say in terms of things God's done in my life. But I also don't want to feel like, I don't feel obviously like particularly known posting videos on YouTube. So if it's just for me, if it's just for the challenge of it, then I'm not really liking it that much. If it's just for the word of the Lord, then it's not really applicable anymore. And in fact, I really should release myself from this pressure if I am going to follow the current word of the Lord, in terms of just personal direction. Here comes a tunnel. Woo! Oh, geez. And then if it's for you, like if it's for the listener, like, man, I really want to just like do this for people to be encouraged in their faith. Like ultimately, I'm on a sabbatical, Like I'm not trying to be the encouraging minister man right now. I'm trying to almost like disassociate with that pastoral part of my nature for this 6-month sabbatical, which is now only a 5-month sabbatical. And so I don't need to be anyone's internet pastor, It's like go to small group if you need some encouragement. But then also, so on one hand, it's like I don't want the burden of feeling the need to encourage people like yourself. But the other piece is I want to encourage people more and better. And part of that is related to me like communicating clearer with better packaging around more specific topics, and then inviting people to participate in that content in ways that will like maximize their benefit from it. And that is more intentional and a little bit different than I'm just sporadically posting random stuff on YouTube. It's more tailor-made. It's like here are the ways that I want to impact people's lives. Here are the things that I want to speak on, and here's where I do that. And then there's still some, like I'm still probably gonna post sometimes. Like I kind of like the random, just like the vlog vibe of like kind of catching up with how I'm doing. But even like when I started this last year, one thought was like, man, I would love to have all these things documented and recorded, like for my kids one day. I would love for them to be able to glean from things I've learned from God, etc. And here's what I've realized more recently is like, I don't, like if they were to watch every single video that I've made, I'm like, it doesn't even scratch the surface. And the reality is, they're not going to watch every single video I made. Like if I made 1,000 videos, I'm like, how old would they have to be to have the time to like, let's just really learn about Dad. It's like, I don't even want them to orient themselves that way. I'd rather them tune into thousands of hours of Jesus speaking audibly in their ear. You know what I mean? And my voice and my life does not have to be like christened in their heart, And really what they're going to get from me the most is from me and from what they see in me and just our relationship and my parenting. And then if they want the fuller version, then it's like they're going to have my journals and my Google Docs and like the unedited, unfiltered version of anything about my life they want to know. So they don't really benefit from this. And when I started, I kind of thought maybe they would. And I mean, maybe like, So it's not really for them. And then the last piece, which just kind of ties into what I was just saying, is like I'm wanting to speak more. I wanted to speak more. Like I really want to talk about leadership, talk about business, talk about finances, talk about God. Not just like retroactively recapping stories of encouraging things that have happened, but maybe occasionally I'll put one out there, you know. But like God's done a ton of stuff. Like every season of my life it's been just super clear to me that God is alive and active, and so many things have happened. And hopefully the 200 testimonies that I've posted so far, if someone just really hates God's guts, like maybe they'll get like something out of it. Maybe encourage someone that doesn't currently believe in God to like consider it, right? But how many of those people, like those people aren't watching my videos, you know? The one video, here's the thing, guys. The one video that I've made that actually kind of like blew up in my terms is a video titled "Working at Northwestern Mutual," which the title of the video makes you think it's a review, but if you were to like YouTube search like working for Northwestern, like I'm on the front page. And it's got like, I don't know, 9,000 views or something. Which for me right now in this present day, that's a lot, right? But it's the one tiny piece of content that I make that people think this is probably not a testimony video. This is probably me getting to glean from someone's experience in business. That's the content that that like the YouTube audience values. And it's what I would like to start talking more about, but I have felt restricted to do that because I'm like, well, that's not a testimony. I can't just give like 3 tips for starting a financial advisory firm, or should you start your own, or should you work for a big box firm first, or like tips on finance. I'm like, that's not a testimony. And so then I feel like, oh, I can't do that. But that's the type of stuff I want to talk about. And it's what I've seen the most fruit in so far. It's what I enjoy the most. And I think it's going to be what adds the most value to people's lives. Ultimately, if people want to find God, He's out there to be found. Like, it's not going to be as a result of my exclusively talking about God that someone would get saved or not. But I'm not going to take every single testimony video down. Like, maybe I'll leave all of them. I don't know. So it's not like I'm trying to disassociate, but I'm just trying to add value more and better, and I think to do that I need to leave I'm just going to tell you a story and move into here's the value that I want to present in this video. Ready, go. And it doesn't mean like this YouTube channel is going to blow up or anything like that. This isn't like, I'm not a marketer, okay? I'm going to start learning about digital marketing, but this is not, I will never ever do anything close to like the pros marketing. Like, the goal is not online business, online influence, work from a beach, online. It's just pay for tens of thousands of dollars of targeted ads and get click-through funnels and make sure you are an epic closer. It's like, I don't want to close anyone. I don't want to advertise anything. But I want to share from my experiences in leadership and in business and in personal finance that I think would really help people. And I don't really care if people end up finding it or if they like it or not. It's just like, I want to move that way. But here's the other thing. You probably do not care about this at all. I'm talking about this for 15 minutes. Is a lot of that content that I make is not just going to go on the general YouTube channel. There will be some that's there, but there's also going to be a lot that I'm making within different packaged pieces of information. Some of them might be free to access, some of them might have a cost associated with them, and I'm still kind of weighing through how exactly do I want to put my foot forward in regards to what. But there will still be some content on here probably, but I'm officially removing myself from a commitment to post at any given frequency, and officially giving you a heads up that the type of things I'm going to talk about will be a little bit less long-winded, a little bit more thought through. I mean, I'm still a long-winded communicator, but like, you know, a little bit less ambiguous and directionless, a little bit less storytelling, hop in the car with Jeremy, and a little bit more, here's like just clear, concise money, leadership, business, with God peppered around it and within it. Y'all like pepper? All right. That's all I got for y'all today. Whoa. All right, last Tesla thing. It says preconditioning battery for fast charging. How is it doing that? That's cool. All right. That's all I got for y'all today. I will talk to y'all soon. Life is worship. God is love. And I will have to think about, will that be how I end my videos in the future? I like the ending. But here's the reality, guys, is most of my audience that likes testimony videos will not necessarily care about the new content. Most of my new videos, the type of people that care about that, do not care about my testimony videos. So, maybe I'll find a new ending, or maybe I'll just merge the two into this happy world. All right. Love y'all. Later. Let's see if I can get to Austin.